Hi, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are featuring the new Chantecaille Butterfly collection. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. I received this lovely package from Chantecaille. I know you can't see it right now. Let's take some of the things out though. This is the Chantecaille Spring Collection they've sent over. There's always lots of information about the products and the organizations that they benefit. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that along the way, but this picture is just gorgeous. I love this. They sent over a garden grow kit. So thank you so much for this. I'm excited to see if I can get this to grow. They always send the most beautiful packages. If you take a look in there, we've got the eye, quad, and lip products. And their presentation is always so beautifully done. Really lovely colors they chose as well. And then it has the Chantecaille on the side. Here's a close-up of the beautiful shades. And I'm also fortunate enough to have received all of the lip shades, so of course we'll try those on as well. This is Peach Blossom. And this shade is Clover. I think this is my favorite exterior color, even on the packaging here. This is the shade Hyssop. Okay, so I think that my hair actually interferes with showing the true color of the makeup, which I don't know why. But we're gonna put my hair back, keep it back so you can see what everything really looks like. And then we're going to add the camouflage Cielo to the eyelids just to even out the skin tone and to prime a little bit. I have the palette right here, and what was really fun about this collection is that we had an opportunity to interface with Alex Chantecaille as well as Angela and Scott, who work with Chantecaille. They taught us about this product as well as the lip products, and then a little bit more information about the company. So I'll share what we learned along the way. One thing that we did learn is that this insert is important to read because there's so much information in here. And if you look at the quality of this insert, it's not like they just threw this in there. They took a lot of time to reduce this and really show the beautiful colors. And the information is translated into several different languages, so make sure to take a look at it. But one of the most interesting things that I found on here is that pollinators contribute to 1 in 3 bites of food on our plates. There are 4 shades here. I've used this quite a bit already because I've been kind of playing around with it and using the tips and tricks that they taught us. But of the 4 shades, we have one here. This one here is a rose gold satin, and then this one is the standout color here. It's the pink green gold dual chrome high pearl. I want to make sure I said that right. There's a lot of words there, but that is such a unique color. And then we've got this shade here. It's a peach shimmer, and then this one's a taupe satin. And I'll show you them in different intensities as well. I'm going to go ahead with the peach shimmer first, all over the lid with a fluffy brush. So with a dry brush like this, I get the most sheer application. I'm just gonna go all over the lid really quickly. So if you like more subdued shimmer, this one is perfect, and this is right up my alley. And we're going to go in the crease with this number 1 shade. It is a rose gold satin, although it's more of like a nice taupe on me. One thing I really love about these more lightweight, sheer, very fine kind of satin shimmery finishes is that they're really forgiving and really easy to use. Just understated dimension. I'm going to go in next with the taupe satin on the ends, the outer ends, on the exterior. And this is a very cool taupey shade. At this point, I'm going to add the Chantecaille mascara just so you can see what this looks like as a more neutral look without the green, and then we'll add the green and you can see what a difference it makes, and then we'll go ahead and intensify with some water because these are all water friendly, and we're going to see what that looks like as well. I've added 1 coat of mascara. Let's go ahead with the green now. I'm taking a dry brush first. This seemed to be the most sheer application, was with a dry brush just like this. So you really do get that flash of color without being too much if this is the level that you like. And this is probably the level of shimmer that I would be most comfortable with, but we are going to go ahead and see what else this can do. There was a suggestion by Angela to go ahead and apply something on top of this in case you want to kind of temper that shimmery aspect of the green, but you still want to see a little bit of the green, is to take this color right here and apply that on top. So we'll do that just so we can see what that looks like. So just adding peach shimmer on top of the green. You can definitely still see that green under there, but it's just not as pronounced. So there's the difference in case you wanted to give that a try. I'm just going to even that out. Okay, next we're going to add some water. So there are a couple options you have. If you have the rose water, you can always spray that onto your brush, or you can use water. So I have a little bit of water here as well. You can also add some of the eyeshadow to your brush and then spray the brush if you don't want to introduce water into the actual palette. I'm going to take a bit of the first shade, this one right here, and I'm going to apply it right above in that crease area. And when I get it to this consistency, it's more like painting. So I can definitely move the color around like this really easily. Oh, by the way, this was a tip from Alex, was to use a concealer brush. I don't have a really great synthetic brush, like a great eyeshadow brush, to use with water and these eyeshadows. So this seems to work really well, actually. So this is a Ray Morris concealer brush. So let's go ahead and take the peach, again with a little bit of water. Then we're going to take this deepest shade here. We're going to intensify the outer corner. We're also going to go underneath a little bit. Now we're going to go in with that shade number 2. And I think out of all the shades, this one gets the most intensity when you add just a little bit of water. Oh yeah, if I didn't mention it too, you can also add this with your fingertips, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like as well. This way you can see kind of a comparison in case you were wondering. So there it is with water and a brush versus going in directly and then just patting it on. The difference I see is that it looks a little bit more continuous in terms of the shimmer here when applied with water versus here. This is quite intense as well, but this is a little bit more like you can tell that there was something in there to help it look a little bit smoother, I want to say. Yeah, it's a bit smoother. It's the best word I can think of. At this point, let's add a little bit of eyeliner and then we'll move along to lips. So I have Jasper here. I'm going to add it to the upper lash line, just starting about at halfway and then making a slight wing shape. Really slight adjustment, and I like Jasper because it does have a little bit of a reflective quality about it as well. And a little bit of that green is sticking to it, but that's fine because I think it just blends in really nicely that way. Okay, next we're going to take a bit of Earth and Tightline. This is one of my most frequently used eyeliners. Okay, and then let's go in with the Jasper. Whoa, I'm dropping everything. Okay, let's go in with the Jasper in the waterline. Let's go ahead and move on to the lip products. Now these are Lip Chics. They are a lipstick lip gloss type formula, and we learned the difference between Lip Chics and lip veils. So if you were ever wondering the difference, if you've tried them both before, you probably already know, and what they described is consistent with what I've noticed. So the Lip Chics are more glossy. The lip veils are a little bit more opaque and more like a lipstick than these are. So if you want something with a little bit more opacity, a little bit less glossy, then go with the lip veils. But if you want something a little bit lighter, a little bit more sheer and glossy, then go with the Lip Chics. Or like me, I have some Lip Chics, some lip veils, and I use them for different purposes. So let's go in with Clover. This is a neutral pink shade, and I'm actually going to combine these with a different product in a little bit so you can see how you can mix and match your current products with new items. But I'll show you each one of these on first. Next up we have Peach Blossom. This is Hyssop. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a way you can layer this with the La Matte Stilos. I have it in Meadowwood here, and it's very close to my lip color, but I'm just going to apply this to the exterior, kind of like a lip liner. Just quickly neutralizes that area so it looks more like an even tone. So I'll go ahead and take Clover. I'm going to apply that on top. So that changed it up a little bit, made it a little bit more even. And another thing I love to do with these, which I did with the other collection, the Hummingbird collection, is I layered them. So I like layering this one and Peach Blossom together. So we're gonna add a little bit of that Peach Blossom. And I just added a little bit to the middle to brighten it up. Now we're going to go in with another La Matte Stilo that I love. This time I'm taking Aster. So if you have these, definitely play around, mix them up, customize. Okay, now that I have that, I can go in with something like Clover again. Then we'll go in with Peach Blossom again. Yeah, that's always been one of my favorite things, to customize makeup. These shades are named for flowers, it says, that butterflies are attracted to and pollinate. And I did want to mention with these Lip Chics, it says Chantecaille is proud to protect biodiversity, promoting pollinating butterflies with support from Lip Chic. With Chantecaille's donation from this product, the Sarasa Society will fund the restoration of more than 40 acres of native habitat for butterflies and other pollinators in California's Central Valley, the source of 1/4 of the nation's food. That's pretty amazing. 1/4 of the nation's food comes from this region in California. Oh, I also did want to quickly swatch for you though. So this made me think of last year's, the Hummingbird. So there was a pink shade, a pinkish shade in the Hummingbird collection, which was Honeysuckle. So whoa, almost dropped them. So Honeysuckle and Clover are like the pinkier shades. This is Honeysuckle, and this is the new one, which is Clover. So there's the difference. There was Coral Belle last year, and then we have Peach Blossom this year. So you can see Coral Belle is much more vibrant than Peach Blossom. So this one is not a lip chic, this is a lip veil. It's in Acacia. It reminds me a bit of Hyssop here. So Hyssop is a lip chic, this is a lip veil. This right here is Acacia in the lip veil, and then this right here is Hyssop in the lip chic. So you can see there's a difference in the glossiness and the opacity. And then you can also see the difference in the shade. Similar, not the same though. Thank you again so much to Chantecaille for sending everything over and for the opportunity to learn a little bit more about the collection as well as about the company. And I'm really looking forward to finding a special spot for this garden grow kit, which will turn into a mammoth sunflower. Quick rundown of the products. I think this is a beautiful palette. Very easy to use, very forgiving. I think these are so blendable and really quite foolproof. Now this color right here is very special because I don't have anything like it. And they also let us know that this is let me make sure I get this correct. So according to my notes that I took, they used a clear substrate in here. So you get really beautiful, vivid color. So that's why you see more of that kaleidoscope in there, because of the way they manufactured this. Then for the lip cheeks, I love this formula anyway, so I can see myself using all of them separately as well as layered. And then again, on top of those La Matte Stilos, I think they work beautifully. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this collection. If you've already picked it up, if you have any tips and tricks that you'd love to share, or if you have any additional questions, please go ahead and ask them in the comment section below. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.